Még mindig a belga Q-Musicban vagyunk, mert ahogy régebben már mondtam, szerintem ez a világ egyik legjobb rádiója. Matthiasszal beszélgetünk, aki az egyik napközbeni műsorvezető, és naponta 3 órát van adásban. És már sokszor beszéltünk arról, hogy azért csak 3 óra, amit adásban tölt egy műsorvezető, mert ugye 2 dolgot csinálnak a hátralévő időben. Egyrészt készülnek másnapra, hogy még jobb legyen az adás, másrészt pedig foglalkoznak a social tartalmakkal, mert nagyon jól tudják, hogy ha ezt nem teszik, akkor a fiatalabb hallgatóknak búcsút inthetnek. Azután pedig beszélgetünk Liszával, aki a 10 fős, és ezt muszáj megismételnem, 10 fős social media csapatot vezeti. Na de most kezdjünk Matthiasszal, aki nem mellesleg a Q-Music tehetséggondozó programjában lett műsorvezető.
Better.
Can you tell us about yourself and what is your job at Q Music?
So I'm one of the radio hosts, I'm one of the Q DJs. We call ourselves the Q DJs because we're a Q DJ, a DJ who works for Q Music. And I make office radio, so every day from Monday until Friday, from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m., so 3 hours. So every intervention I do between some songs is like a short intervention of me giving some atmosphere, good vibes, some knowledge about a song, and that's it, with a big smile. So that's my main job at Q Music, so as a radio host. Yeah.
And you are live always?
Always live, yeah. If I go to like a concert of Shawn Mendes, then I can ask my music director if he puts a song of Shawn Mendes in my playlist that day, because then I can talk about it and then I can play it.
Do you have any rules? Because in Hungary, in a lot of Hungarian radio station has a strong policy. When you start to speak, it's an old method, I think. When you start to speak, you have to say radio name, slogan and frequency and continue.
We don't really do that. We say a lot Q Music, but the word Q Music is already in our jingles and in our sweeps. So there's not really a rule if you like end the song with saying Sabrina Carpenter with Taste, for instance. On Q Music, you can say that, but it's not obliged or something. So you can we can do whatever we want, actually. And I noticed we put a lot of attention to the time. So we say a lot. It's 11. It's 20 past 11 and stuff, because I think that's interesting for the listener, that he knows what time is it at that point. So, but there are not really rules on the words we have to say, like Q Music and stuff. We can choose whenever we want. Yeah.
What was your favorite campaign or game?
Well, recently we played. It's called Het Geluid, and in English the sound. And so there's one particular sound. Maybe it's this bottle opening or something like that.
It's easy because
it's easy, yeah.
I heard the water.
Okay, voila. And so you have to recognize the sound. But it's really difficult because in the beginning you hear it and you think it can be anything. But the listeners who play it, they play for a lot of money. And I think last month the winner was in my program, so that was really cool for me, because the winner won 43,000 euros or something, more or less. So it was a big amount of money. And I remember when it was her chance to say what she thought it was. I was really nervous because as a radio host, it's a dream that you can throw away a lot of money and make people happy. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna make her so happy, and this is a very big moment, so I really have to take the moment. So I was really nervous to do it really well, because you're a radio host. I had to put my tunes right, my jingles, my little sounds and stuff. And I also had to say the right things, so it was a big moment for me in my radio career, maybe as well. because I didn't want to mess it up also. So, but that game is really cool because and the whole Flanders is playing it. Like they are talking about it at work, and they're like, "Do you know what the sound is?" Blah blah blah. So it's a big thing here. So I really like that game on Q.
I would like to play. And what is the task?
You can register in the app that you want to play, and then we have a producer who is out of the studio. So, but I can see her or him. And then the computer chooses one listener who registered himself or herself. And then the producer calls that one person. And then she's like, okay, what do you think the sound is? And then that person says, I think it's this. And then she's like, okay. Now you have to say it in 10 minutes with Matthias, with me. But you have to use the same words. You have to say the same thing. That's really important. And then he will tell you if it's wrong or right. And then the moment the person was right, the producer was like putting her phone down and she was like, it's right, Matthias. She has the right solution. And I was like, oh my God. And then you have 10 minutes to put everything in order and also to behave normal. But inside I was like, oh my God.
Start the fireworks?
Well, waited for the fireworks, of course. At the right point, and then after 10 minutes the listener comes on the radio with me, and then I'm like, hello, how you doing, blah blah blah, how's your day so far, talking about a little bit gossiping, I don't know, some few things, and then and the big question, what do you think the sound is? And then she was like, I think it's that, and I was like, oh yeah, we can check the jury, and I was like, is it right? And I was, oh my God, it's right! And then you're like,
oh, the mic.
The mic. Oh, that's shit. Where is it? Oh, there. Oh my God, it's right!
Ja, ik heb alles getest van knopjes en stekkers die aan een ventilator hangt. Ja. En die draait en leek er het meest op.
Ja, oké. Ja. Dat zou eigenlijk logisch zijn. Goed. Beste Lien, we gaan kijken naar de jury. Beste jury, verlos ons. My God.
Het is juist! Het is juist!
Lien! Het is het juiste antwoord.
Lien!
Jij wint 43.100 euro.
Proficiat met je 43.100 euro. We stay in touch, baby.
Yes.
Het geluid.
Better with you.
In Hungary, you have to be a 10 caller.
Like
the presenter pick up the phone. You are the first. Okay. You are the second. I think it's very boring.
It's always the same. It's always the 10th. Okay. No, here it depends on the game we play. Every game, it's a different way of choosing a candidate. Like now for the sound, it's just the computer who chooses one, random. And sometimes it's the 10th, or when it's on Valentine's Day, for instance, we say it's the 14th because it's the 14th of February. So it depends on the game we play. Not always the 10th, because that's boring. If it's always the same, it's boring.
Yes. What is the Q Academy?
The Q Academy is an education you can do here at Q Music. We offer that every year. I did it myself 7 years ago. So 7 years ago, I sent a movie of myself, a little movie of myself to Q Music, and I really wanted to become a radio host. So I had to, tell about a bit by myself and stuff.
Hallo, ik ben Matthias en met dit filmpje wil ik mij graag inschrijven voor de Q Academy. Wie ik precies ben, dat is een goede vraag. Ik denk dat ik vooral een heel sociaal persoon ben, dat ik graag weet wat er allemaal zo in de wereld gebeurt ook. En ik ben een enorme muziekliefhebber.
Oh, please have mercy on me.
Sorry.
And then they invited me to come here, and then you're like invited to A selection day. It's like I think 50 people are invited then, and they can do like some tests here in the studios, like reading the traffic jams, like doing the intro of a song, talking a bit about some topics and stuff. Then we try to listen to his or her voice, if it sounds good, if she has a good personality or something. And if you're through the tests, you start your education. And then we really teach them how to make radio, how to make a radio program, how to host a top 40 or something, how everything works. Because I remember when I came in the studio 7 years ago, I never touched any button in a radio studio. So for me it was like, my God, what is this? And well, now 7 years later we're here. So and I have my daily show, so that's cool. That's a good question. Actually, no, because I just do my job. I don't think about the cameras. I do know we have. So this is Studio 2, but in the main studio, we have some screens, and the screens at the top is the thing that they show on TV. And so I know if I want to check if my hair is okay, or if I'm seated well, if I have to be a bit more up or a bit more down, or if I stand or if I sit down, that the camera has to be good. So then I check the screen there, but now there is no screen, but in the studio there is. And then I can see, okay, is my head in the middle of the screen and stuff. So then I check it. But when I'm just doing my job and I stay at the same level on my chair and stuff, I forget about it, because you're like really focused on what you're doing. You have your scripts, you have your music, and you forget about it. But I remember in the beginning, I was so nervous because you're on the radio, you're on national radio, you speak for thousands of people. And people are looking at you as well. And I remember I was so nervous, and just like touching your nose, they see it, and then they send a message in the app like, I saw you were scratching your nose, and I was like, let me be, I'm just a human being, I'm not a robot. So, but nowadays I don't put focus on that anymore on the camera, but I know it's there. Just to check if I'm in the right position, or maybe with the game, the sound that person could win 43,000 euros. Then I checked my camera, of course, and then I checked, okay, my face is good, my hair is fine. Okay, let's go. Now we can roll, because and poker face, exactly, poker face. Joker face is something else. But yes, poker face and focus.
Akkor most újból a social media fontossága, és szó lesz többek között arról is, hogy ők milyen ügyesen és okosan terelik a hallgatókat a rádió applikációjának használatára.
Q sounds better.
Q sounds better with you.
We are in the Q Live Lounge. And what is your job in Q Music?
I'm Lisa. I'm head of social media and content at Q Music.
How important the social media for Q Music?
It's very important for Q Music, especially because we're going from a radio station to an entertainment brand. And an entertainment brand is more than only radio. You also have podcasts, you have events, you have merch, you have social media. And so it's a very important part of what we're doing.
How big is your social team?
We have 10 people. So it's a big team with all different jobs, but everybody is able to do everything. So they can edit, they can film, they can write captions, stuff like that.
How do you promote the Q Music application?
In the social media, we always bring the content very native, very organic. We will not make it very publicity-wise. It has to be fun. It has to be content that you like to see. And then you're thinking like, what is it about? I want to know more. Then you go to the app for more information or to play the game.
Do you have a new colleague? The Q Music has a new colleague.
Yeah.
And what is the challenge?
Yeah, well,
the full challenge.
The full challenge is all the radio hosts give him a challenge because he's like an online personality. He's not a radio host, and they're like, yeah, we will see how good you are if you fit with Q. So, for example, Vincent has a game, the Golden Barbara, that he plays on air. He already tried it once. He was the worst at it, but the worst at it. So he said, okay, if you want to join Q, you have to be the best. So you get 1 day, you can exercise the game, and then we try it again to see if he succeeds or not. If he is not succeeding, then the radio host could throw an arrow at him. He's hanging on the wall there, like that, where the tattoo has to be and what it will be. So,
and what was the method with all colleagues?
We did it with 5. So with all the day DJ, so morning until evening, gave him
the listeners like this.
Yeah, the followers really liked it. Yeah, it was more online than it was on the radio, but they loved it. Yeah, it had very high views and scores.
A műsorvezetők beavatása nagyon vicces tartalmakat ad a rádióhallgatóknak is, és ugye ezek a social felületeken pedig sokkal nagyobbat mennek, divatos kifejezéssel élve, mert ugye ezek szórakoztatóbbak, ha láthatjuk, mi történik, de azért a rádióadásban is megállják a helyüket. Nézzünk párat, mert nagyon érdekes. A Golden Barbara az a kultikus Barbra Streisand dalra épül, és az új munkatárs megkapja a lehetséges témaköröket, és adásban egy dobozból a szerencséjének köszönhetően kap könnyebb vagy éppen nehezebb témakört. Minden egyes Barbra Streisand helyett egy újabb női nevet, vagy egy újabb sütemény nevet, vagy egy városnevet kell elmondania, hiba nélkül a dal végéig. A felkészülésre mindig 24 óra áll rendelkezésre.
New York. Texas. Hendrik.
Meisjesnamen.
Ik ken er al eentje met een S. Steffi!
Ah ja!
Meisjesnamen. Ik ging mij niet meer boeien vanaf nu, hè.
Steffi. Karin Bols. Emma Salden. Lauren.
Yeah!
Egy másik kihívás arról szól, hogy egy macskát kellett megtanítani a vezényszóra ülni.
Jij gaat mijn kat leren om te zitten op commando.
Szerintem ez szinten lehetetlen küldetés.
Sit. How to learn a cat.
Clicker train your cat is de eerste optie.
Zit. Alles lig.
Telt lig ook?
24 hours later.
Flink zit. Zit. Nee. Flink zit. Zit. Ik ga eerlijk zijn. Ik denk niet dat je kat heeft leren zitten. Ze heeft wel veel snoepjes gegeten.
Maar volgens mij wilde jij gewoon een kat op je lijf getatoeëerd.
Ik heb toch wel een klein albumpje klaar.
De egy harmadik challenge pedig az volt, hogy 24 óra alatt 30 hírességgel kell közös selfit készíteni. Ez sem könnyű. És most jön a legdrámaibb rész. Mert ha nem sikerül a kihívás, akkor az új műsorvezető kap egy tetoválást.
Do you create campaigns together with other brands?
Well, we did one online with Samsung. That's you could win a phone. And online we were already giving some tips during the week with hours. You could find in our content just a clock with an hour on. Somebody had it on his t-shirts while he was presenting. So people were noticing something is happening in the radio studio and online, what's going on. And then we had 1 day, and on all those hours, things happened in the radio studio. And if you saw it and you could go to the app and say it, like, I saw it, something happened, there were people playing music in there, we had people dancing suddenly in the studios, we had the radio host Maarten 30 times with people with masks in the studio, and then they disappeared. And every time, if you were the first one, you could call the studio and you could win a cell phone. So it was really fun to do.
A következő részben ellátogatunk a Brandy Jingleshöz, akik Európa egyik legnagyobb rádiószignálgyártó cége.
Brandy.
Tom, a kreatív igazgató hívott meg egy beszélgetésre és egy stúdiólátogatásra. De addig is a kérdéseiteket továbbra is a karloproduction.com mail címre várom, most pedig mennem kell, mert vár egy következő rádió.